Welcome back to Trots TV. Amanda Rando is with me. It's time for another edition of News Flash. Hello to you, Amanda.
Hello, Greg.
We've got a little bit of news from around the state. Firstly, we'll start with a couple of horses that we're going to see at the races pretty soon. And Ultimate Art is one of those, a horse that will compete on Saturday night. Had a really good chat with Mick Formosa. He won a heat of the Inter Dominion going back nearly 12 months ago. Took him all the way to Fairfield to get a trial 2 weeks ago to get him ready for this run.
About what, 2.5 hours drive from him?
So it was probably a 5 or 6 hour float trip for the horse just to get the hit out. It was because all of the trials at Newcastle kept getting washed out because of the rain. But he decided to give the horse. He didn't want to go to the Inter Dominion in Perth last year, but he said, I want to go there this year. So in missing the Perth Inter Dominion last year, I'll have him back early January and ready to go for the Miracle Mile. But he said now he's running out of time with all the wet weather. But he said he'll go around Saturday night, gives him a couple of weeks to get him fit, give him a couple of runs. But he's one of the leading horses in New South Wales, as he proved 12 months ago, and it's good to see him back.
Yeah, it sure is, and that's commitment for you. When you've got a good horse, you will travel all the way to Fairfield for a trial. But yeah, he's in a cracking race too, isn't he, on Saturday night? We see the return of Bowtide in that field too, and he's been trialling well.
He was super impressive in his last trial, and interesting that James Rattray has opted to go for the 2300 first up rather than the 1609, just in case a horse drops a 151 bomb and it hurts Bowtide inside. So no, I think he's pulled the right rein there.
Yeah, no, most definitely, and also. I think in that race, though, I don't mind Montefiore. Did you watch his run on Saturday night? He broke the clock to finish second at Menangle last Saturday night. He went 53.8 his last half, 26.2 his last quarter, and I'm actually tipping him to win that race to beat Bowtide.
He's going really well. He's a Menangle horse through and through. He just can't travel away. But speaking with John, he's going to have a good time of it, I think. Our Major Mark won for him last week. Razor Winner was in that race, was super unlucky. And he's got that Irish horse, Meadow Branch DJ, in his stable as well, that's having some time off after the Inter Dominion, but he comes back a C1 or C2 or something like that. So there's another horse that he'll get through the grades.
Yeah, do we know when the Irish horse is going to be racing?
He's saying that he wanted to give it a month or so off, so maybe the end of January it'll come in, and he said that I might keep swimming it during January just to keep a little bit of fitness on it. He said still got a winter coat, so he said the poor horse doesn't know if it's summer or winter because he's been taken out of Ireland and brought over here, but nice horse.
Yeah.
John said, look, he goes better than what everyone saw in Perth anyway.
Oh, good. Well, there we go. We'll wait and see. What have I got for you? I have a little bit of news with our drivers in, one of our leading concession drivers here in New South Wales, Jackie Trainer, is now working for Blake Fitzpatrick. He was working for Kevin Pizzuto, but recently, started a job up with Blake. He's a very talented reinsman. Of course, Rising Stars winner, former Kiwi, came across, did some work with Shane Tritton, went to Kevin Pizzuto, now with Blake Fitzpatrick. Gee, his claim is so valuable. Especially for Blake's stable. Yeah, exactly right. I think Blake's owners are going to get full worth of Jack Trainer because you would know that.
Yeah, so that's going to pull back a couple of horses up or pull them back a level, which is good. A couple of more driver updates. John O'Shea, who went to Queensland to start the season. He spent 4 months in Queensland with Jack Butler. I think he drove 18 winners while he was up there. He's back in New South Wales. He's back for good. He's going to set up, train a few horses. He drove a double at Young on Tuesday night for David Mikulev. And you'll see more of John O'Shea around the Bathurst region. So John's back. And Scotty John Welsh, a young reinsman who's driven 7 winners in his career. We had a bit of a story on him back in May last year. He had a really nasty fall, broke his arm, broke his wrist, and unfortunately, it looks as though he may never get back into the sulky. Now, he's trying to stay positive, as are the doctors and the physio, but he said, look, I want to get back, but at the moment, the word's not good, but he's doing everything he can to get back in the sulky.
That's sad to hear. On another driver sort of issue, there's a reinsman driver, you may or may not have heard of him yet. His name is Len Clement, and he has a goal to drive at every track in New South Wales. He's only got 11 tracks to go, Hazy. He's got a drive, he's nominated to drive at Junee this weekend. I think he's nominated his mare for a heat and final race. He's been floating around the mare, Life's Little Secret, and yeah, he's been having a great time. He's even heading out to Broken Hill, so yeah, all the best to Len.
It's a good story. A trainer who has retired and just wants to drive on every track in the state.
Yeah, he's decked out his float. So his float, it's got full kitchen, fridge, TV, air conditioner, and so that all unpacks as a little house while they're stationary, and then when they're on the move, the horse gets in, and they've got a dog as well with them, and yeah, so it's all happening for Len.
And a couple of the Triton horses, Mac Beauty, Easy on the Eye, they're set to trial on Friday at Menangle. Arms of an Angel, she's going to miss the first heats of the Chariots. She will go to the mares race, the Teeny that night, and she'll look at the second Chariots qualifier, the Paleface Adios. And Mark Purdon, he's confirmed that Have Faith in Me will go in the first Chariots qualifier, which is the Hondo Grand. That's Saturday week.
Yeah, all the good horses are out and about. We had the Carnival of Cups. Well, we've got the Carnival of Cups going on at the moment, and there's the Carnival of Cups bonus, and the first leg of that was at Bathurst with the Shirley Turnbull Memorial. So Bling It On, he won that race, so he's obviously in front at the moment, but on the horse points. But there's also other points for owners that if they're on course, they receive 4 points, and those points are going to be sealed up until the final race of that bonus, which is the Bulleye Cup at Menangle at the end of April. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there, because we won't know what owners are at those meetings.
So it encourages owners to get to the Carnival of Cup races and watch their horses complete in those feature ones.
That's exactly right. It's all about participation, and that's what we're trying to encourage.
Okay, so the next one, the second leg is
Goulburn. Yeah, so the 26th of January with the Frank and Edna Day Cup. So that's the second leg of this Carnival of Cups owners bonus, basically.
All right. Well, there you have it. There's all the news in harness racing, and we'll be back soon again on Trots TV with another news flash.